Alright, we were messing around with the altered reality for the new Pokedex. Now, this came out in an update, firmware update last night. It is downloadable through the 3DS shop, and it is free. You can get that and Excitebike up until I think it's about July 7th. Now, what I've done here is the camera function works and pops them out based off of codes. And I printed out one of these codes here. I searched and found a list of about 60 of them, but to get them to pop up, it will really only use the ones that are registered in your decks. So I've separated one of those out using an image altering program, MS Paint, one of those. Clicked, dragged, cut it out, and made its own image. That is just what this is. Now, once you're actually into the decks, you go ahead, you hit the cogwheel in the upper right, and near the bottom is the AR viewer. You press that, and now it is searching for a code. It was too dark. So it's recognized it really quick and it's popped it up. So there's a little snivy. Just like with the others, you can go ahead, rotate it, and also you can press the A button to make them do little tricks. Now, also realize that the size of the guy that pops up is based around the size of this code. So the code itself is actually very small. That's why it's so tiny, just palm-sized. Do some testing. It looks like where the actual code starts is on this inner black box. The white and the black outlines here look like they're basically just dead space. So with that, I went ahead, used some other image altering. Basically, I just increased the size, and I threw it on my laptop as a desktop background. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on this projector here so we can see the actual difference in size. So in response, when I go ahead and point this at it, our little snivy is going to be a whole lot bigger. And there he is. Back up with me a bit. So yeah, in comparison, this thing is huge now.
Karen, can you walk over there so we can get a size comparison?
Yeah, just try not to enter that black box in the front. Yeah, a little closer.
Alright.
Yeah.
So now you see Snivy is actually bigger than Karen here is. And normally with the card, she would only be able to hold it in her hand.
Right. So this thing is a whole lot bigger. I'll go ahead and switch out my desktop for a different comparison. So I just changed the image. And now we're going to see it again. Yeah, that's a really big difference.
Oh, keep it in there.
No, it's just, I'd have to go to the back room to keep them all in it. Here, gonna try lifting the actual thing some.
That is a big dragon.
Right. So you can really see a size difference. Karen, could you go a little closer to the screen again?
Why don't you come back here, Andre? Here we go.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, in comparison to a snivy, this thing is huge.
Yeah, that thing could eat you.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Oh, take a picture.
Take a picture?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good.
That's another function of this that's really cool, and that's why it's so interesting. You can take the pictures.
Yeah. To do that, you hit L or R, just like you would with the camera function normally. And from there, you can retake or save to your SD card.
That's a pretty good image. We can save that.
And now it can be exported to whatever you want. Make it your backgrounds, make up a photo collection. So based off this, you can do a whole lot more with it just by organizing the codes instead of entire scenes that you want. So Aaron, our cameraman, has went ahead and thrown together the three final evolutions of the starters all into one image. This is actually the first time I'm going to try it on this projector, but it should be really cool. It's chopping out a bit. It's going to be a little smaller, but at least they'll all be there. So we'll give that a shot. And there's all three. Take
Oh.
it in a little closer. Yeah, getting rid of the outside borders. These guys would be a lot bigger, but it's not a bad group shot. All I have to do is just line the codes up.
Now hit A and see what happens. Oh, you can choose. Now, Karen, why don't you walk in front and we can see what happens when you walk in front of the projected image.
Right. So
Just
as
keep
you
walking.
notice, as soon as she gets to the black box of each, that's when they cut out.
Yep. Not in the white, just in the black part.
Right.
So with that, you can really create your own images with life-size, truly life-size Pokemon.
Yep.
If you have a projector. This would also work on a large television screen. If you hooked a computer up to, say, a 50-inch TV screen, it would work with that as well, because it does work straight off of computer monitors, as well as printing them off.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and mess around with some of these other size, the size of the codes, and maybe even go ahead and get them to actual life size according to their stats. Right now you can almost see that Embor and Samurai has actually been increased in size a bit compared to Superior's code, actually making them a little bigger. So, something to mess around with. Thanks.